What is this?
Okay, you've just been revoked. You're about to You're out. Move to Illinois.
This?
Move to Michigan.
What's this?
She's like, I got something I want to play coming back, and then
You have officially been kicked out of the state of Indiana.
Oh my goodness! What's this?
Even.
What is it? I don't know what this is. Am I supposed to know?
Do you want to slap him or should I?
Coach John Steinhilber of the South Central Satellite. Do you know what this is?
The Hoosiers team?
Thank
you. Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you.
Oh,
We got a winner.
All right. I lose. Yeah, we were just talking about your draw here a few minutes ago, and we feel like you guys got a pretty good draw. As much as I hate the blind draw, I think it's good when it comes out pretty decently for a team that's had a good season like you guys. What do you think of the draw? Just to remind you, Mike, they open up against
Westville, the second game Tuesday night.
And then if they were to win, would play Oregon
They would
Davis
have OD on the other
in
side.
the semifinal. Coach, what do you think of the draw?
First of all, thanks for supporting us all year. I'm really excited.
You guys have definitely had some ups and downs. You've had some shake-ups in the roster here and there, and had some injuries, and it hasn't been a real smooth ride. But at the end of it, you guys came out with a nice record. You played pretty good basketball here at the end of the season. Just talk about the ride of the season here so far.
Well, I think, we're 14-6, and would we like it to be better? Yes, but the 6 losses, you take LaPorte out of there. There's 5 losses that at the time we lost, they were all ranked. We went through some things that Matt Walker getting hurt probably was the biggest blow.
Yeah.
To us, and we played through it and didn't complain, and the good thing about that is we got a lot of other players that have stepped up. Greg Girard. I mean, you witnessed that in person.
He had a great game this week.
Sam Konechny stepped up in the midwinter. I mean, Alex Clemens been steady all year. Eric has went streaks where you couldn't stop him, and he's one that I definitely think will bring his A game this week and next week, and and to get Matt back in the fold, he texted me after the draw, and I told him to bring his A game this week, and, because he's a difference maker. Not that we've got a bunch of them,
So, Coach, am I seeing this right? You guys play Westville for your final game, and then you open up against them in the tournament.
Yes.
Okay, so the question has to be, are you guys going to hold anything back in the final game?
I'm not going to start any of my starters on Friday senior night.
Okay.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Does Jake know that?
Yeah.
Give them the night off. What the heck?
I hope that their parents weren't listening there for that 2 seconds.
That's the only 2 seconds they heard, and now you're being flooded with emails and voicemails.
Yeah.
Darn you, Steinhilber!
It's business as usual. We're going to come and play our game. I mean, Westville's seen us play. We've played once already, so we're familiar with each other, and you got to be business as usual. I mean, if we were playing, and this is no disrespect to Westville, and Westville may do this to us, but if you're playing, if we were playing Triton Friday and then playing Triton Tuesday, a team that is 18-2,
right.
You may hold back some things. But
sure.
At this point, we're gonna go in your face, do what we do.
You know what my favorite thing to do is, Coach, at one of your games is to watch Eric Baum in pregame warm-ups, because he never misses. He
my favorite games are when he doesn't miss.
But he shoots from
it's awfully nice when that happens.
Yeah, anywhere from 19 to 25 feet, and he's one of the better pure shooters I've ever seen in my time at the News Dispatch.
And I agree with you. He's probably one of the two that I've had in my head that I've coached.
Yeah.
One was Shane Tower from Andrean.
Right.
But he's a pure shooter. I mean, it's just you can just tell. And I think he's a good shooter because he can stretch. He can go out.
Right.
He can go out a little bit, and I think that helps him get ready for the game. That's why he's shooting out that far. He just likes to stretch.
Yeah.
Stretch the distance. But
we just had Coach John Steinhilber on the air reacting to what we thought was a favorable draw for his South Central Satellites. And right now we have Coach Jason Hawkins of the Marquette Blazers on the air to react to what we feel is maybe a less than favorable draw. Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
Good. Perfect.
Good.
So this is the thing with the blind draw. You know, you guys had like a middle of the road season that you end up drawing
8-9 on the season.
Yeah,
after the win over Oregon Davis on Friday night.
And you draw 18-2 Triton, the number 3 team in the state, and a contender for the state championship, of course. Coach, you heard the news. What was your initial reaction?
My initial reaction, I was excited.
There you go.
I was excited, and the reason why when you deal with all the draws and Triton's a great team, but with all basketball games, everybody has to play the game.
Right.
Everybody has to play, and it's exciting. They're playing good basketball all year round, and we're starting to play some good basketball right now. We're on a 2-game winning streak. We're going in to play Morgan Township this Tuesday, which is actually, I'm really excited about that because Morgan Township is another team that's ranked in the top 20 in the state in Class 1A, and we get to go to their place. And versus 1A opponents, we've done pretty favorable. I think our record against 1A schools is 5-1. So, so out of our losses, I mean, we've lost to pretty high-quality teams, and we've lost one of our losses to the 1A school was to South Central. And
South Central, yeah.
Ranked in the state, and we've lost a couple times to Wheeler, who's one of the best teams in the state 2A. So it's exciting to play Trident because they have a great team, and as everybody who we talked earlier about people who don't get the best draws, you have to go through Trident anyway. If they won that sectional for the last few years, you have to go through them. But this year, I think 2 years ago, we got the bye and we played Trident in the sectional championship game 2 years ago. This time we can play them right away and see how it is. But they're a good team, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no doubt. Without revealing what your entire game plan will be, what challenges does Triton bring to the table? What kind of style do they play for people that haven't seen Triton play, which I assume is most of our listening audience?
One thing they've done all year, they've been scoring more points than their opponents.
They do that really good.
Probably 18 times this year, right?
18 times this year they've done that. So that's the one thing we're going to try to stop them from doing. If we can score one more point than they do, I think that's going to be our strategy.
Have you been taking classes from Bill Berger down at Westville? That's exactly whenever he wins a game, you go and ask him, so what did you guys do that helped you win the game? So, well, we scored more than they did.
It's a simple game. He's a great coach, and he knows that. No, but it's a simple game. But the one thing that Trident has, they have a lot of experience. They have some young guys on their team, but they also have the carpenter, both for the carpenters, but the senior carpenter. They have experience of a tradition of winning. And that comes down and that trickles down to everyone. Even they play a couple freshmen too, but that tradition of winning is there, and that's one of their. I mean, and they don't take away their skill, and I mean you don't win 18 games by just tradition of winning, but that's a different swagger that a lot of teams may not have, and that's one of the things you have to combat. Is then their home court advantage playing in section like their place. That's going to be something you have to deal with, but one good thing that we have a lot of experience. We have 4 seniors on our team. You
guys have this great balance as a team, and is that something that you as a coach work hard to achieve? Is it something that just happens because of the mix of players? It seems like to me those teams tend to do better in postseason situations because they can adjust a little bit better to whatever kind of game is being played, whether it's a perimeter game or an inside game.
I mean, being able to have an inside game and an outside game is key, especially in the postseason. And I think with our team, it's just been a process of learning to play and grow together. In a sense, I mean, yes, Jack Johnson, Tucker Miller, and Joey Kozłowski, they all started and played almost every game last year. Right. But, you know, you add Matt Pomrenke and then the other juniors, Drew LeMay, Dominic Kumo, Cole Fragman, Sr. You mix those players in with them and finding, you know, how they mesh, and we're finally getting to that point where we mesh.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks a lot for your time. We really, really appreciate it, and best of luck against the mighty Triton Trojans, and go take them down. Okay.
Sounds good. Take care.
All right, take care, Coach. Go Marquette.
Good luck, Coach.